On the road and on the hunt, Lance and Peter burn and rubber cross-country in pursuit of classic American trucks. They're feeding a hungry pack of revheads who just love the classic curves and old-school cabs to transform into their very own dream machines and rebirth a new cool ride. Truck hunters. With the old Federal running like a clock, Lance and Pete have headed north and found themselves in the midst of some serious truck action. After a tip-off from a cagey old shearer known as Macmillan the Villain, they've tracked down a classic 1953 GMC, but paid more than Lance would like to the mysterious Brody. In this episode of Truck Hunters, Lance bargains down a deal on a 57 Chevy, checks out a cool truck build and a cab-over under construction. At an old farm, the boys wade through fields of rust, only to be confronted by a man with a gun. The boys are rolling into the old farming town of Inverell. Lance has a date with a truck building buddy who might just have some vintage gold he's willing to part with.
I've got a good mate of mine up at Inverell there, Johnny Baker. I met him a few years ago. Been mates ever since. He's got a little shop behind his house there, and got a mate of his, Mel, working for him as a mad fabricator, and then together they build some really nice trucks.
How you going, mate?
Hello, man.
Bit of a visit.
Don't squeeze it.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Broken.
I'm a big softie.
Big softy.
What's this old bucket of bolts you got on here?
GMC. Just picked it up out at that Tingra.
Didn't he want it?
Oh, no.
Where'd you get it off?
What's that guy Brody Walker dude out there? Yeah, he had it out. Had it at his place out there.
Nice.
Good to see you, mate. You well? Oh, sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
That car looks great, doesn't it? I haven't seen it before, mate.
Which one?
Your one. Is that yours?
My blue truck.
Yeah.
Haven't you seen that?
No, it looks fantastic. Love the tail lights, 59 caddy.
No, 58 Chevy.
Is it?
Oh, the lenses are 59.
You're both right.
Yeah, both
59.
right.
Okay.
59 lenses.
We'll take half each.
That's it.
Yeah.
No worries, yeah. What did I see when I was driving? What's this?
Forget it.
No, forget it.
That's mine.
It's yours. What are you going to do with that bomb? Look at it. It looks broken sitting there. It'd be nice to go home to Wollongong.
Oh, Wollongong doesn't need that, mate.
I don't know. She looks all right. Just have a look
Don't
at
you
it.
think Inverell needs that?
No.
Can I check yours out, John?
Yeah, mate. Help yourself.
Pete's definitely a car man, but loves a good build, and John's Chevy is rev-head eye candy.
You can see he's got a passion for the machines. You can't hide passion. Lance is Mr. Raw. He's got it, if it works, it's okay. Whereas John has taken, I believe, trucks to the next level. And when you look at the quality of the under chassis, the notches and the quality of work is ridiculous.
What year is this? 50?
It's 1957, Lance.
57. All rightio.
The golden year of Chevrolets.
The golden years.
Task Force 57 Chevrolet trucks are here. Cameo Carrier 57. One-ton panel 57. Dump body tandem axle. Van panel body low cab forward. 5-speed transmission tractor trailer. Tractor trailer Powermatic. The trucks of the Task Force fleet.
Yeah, no, it is a good old truck, yeah. Bit beat up.
That's not beat up. That's wear and tear.
Wear and tear.
It's heritage.
Looks like Farmer Brown hit the gate.
It's not heritage listed, though, so you can modify it.
Can modify it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, this is something I'd like to take home. Not today.
Lance is playing it cool, but secretly wants the Chevy real bad.
Lance, it's kind of like my baby.
You've got plenty of babies. Look at the bombs you got. You don't need this. This is not you.
It's all good. Why do you want it?
Oh, I wouldn't mind it, yeah. Just it was a little bit different. I really haven't, seen that many 57s, or 56, 57.
If you want to buy it, you're going to have to offer me some money.
Yeah, but that means I'm the buyer and the seller as well.
Actually, you become the victim.
The victim.
I'm thinking $4,000.
4,000, probably $400. Look at it.
400? Geez, you're a hard man.
Look,
Where can you buy a 57 Chevrolet
Yeah, I know.
For $400, mate.
Oh, I was only pulling your leg. That's all right. No, I don't know. Somewhere a couple of grand. We'll talk
All
about.
right, then.
We'll talk about it. What? Cross the dick. What a deal. I thought a couple of grand would be all right anyway.
A couple of grand's good, but you know, you always have to start high with you because you have to haggle. I really only wanted 1,500, but I'm going to go the 2, thanks.
Thanks, mate.
With a classic 56 GMC strapped on the back, the truck hunters have landed in Inverell and cruised into the legendary Johnny Baker's workshop. And Lance has just done a deal on a 57 Chev.
Everyone's got a hot rod. And you can drive one of our trucks into a hot rod show and people will be looking at hot rods and next thing the whole crowd will be around the trucks. The bottom line is trucks are just damn cool. And that's it.
Oh, hey, look, here comes Brock.
John's workshop is a magnet for rat trucks, and this little 1940 Ford has come home to visit its creators.
Is it broken? Coming for a repair?
Young Brock is its proud owner and wants John to build him another one.
How you going, buddy? Good.
What are you doing in Inverell?
Come see you.
Come for an apple turnover, probably.
Turnover.
Where they are.
Indeed, our apple turnovers.
See what's going on. Try and talk to you about another truck, of course.
Another truck.
Another one. Probably not as much up your alley.
Why?
It's a bit higher.
Oh, high's good.
And diesel.
Diesel's good.
Okay. Well, we might be able to talk about this then.
We might.
We're halfway there, I'm halfway there.
How about we talk about it over an apple turnover?
Apple turnover. Why not?
Sounds good.
It is art. It's an expression that comes from within. When it comes out, it becomes a truck.
Everything had to be rustic looking on it.
Yep.
All of these, we had to acid dip. And then we had to acid dip them again because they weren't crappy enough looking. So this is set up as a recovery vehicle.
Yep.
And Brock carts his hot rod on it when we go to mud runs and things like that. Storage is always an issue in these old trucks. They're a little tight in the cab.
Yep.
So whatever you can do to get somewhere to put your bags is good.
With the centre taken out of 244s, Brock has more room than a P76 boot.
How good is that, mate?
And the other one's just for his ratchets and his fuel tank over there. So,
Can I take a picture, mate? That is unbelievable.
if I build another one of these trucks, I'd definitely have side boxes like this. Yeah.
Look, check out the drink holders in that, mate.
Yeah, no, they're mad, aren't they?
And you know what's nice is you hit in all the electrical stuff that you don't see. So from the side, it just looks like an old dunger, you know, but yet it's got all the modern cons, from hydraulics, electrics, LS1, you know, glove boxes, galore. You've nailed it. Really nice. Mate, you're living the dream that most 100-year-old blokes want, and you're only a puppy. How good's that look? Really nice, mate. Congratulations.
Lance, this is Mel.
How you going, mate?
Mel
Lance.
is the absolute brains of the operation here.
That's it.
John's clients keep him and Mal pretty busy, and their current job is no exception. A major build on a 1957 ASC International Cab over.
You got to be kidding, mate.
Lance always goes crook at me because I don't have a big block in it. But here we build things differently.
I'm sure.
It's another one of those
engines.
That is fantastic, mate.
If I'm going somewhere here, I'm not going down the street in the truck. I'm heading to Queensland or I'm going to Victoria or somewhere. So one of the things that I need is economy and I need power. So that's why I chose the later model computerised engine.
It's a 6 litre, but it's the Primo 6 litre, and that is a Magnuson supercharger.
My God, that's fantastic.
It was a single cab truck. We sectioned 8 inches out of it and then dual cabbed it. We had to hand fabricate all the back bit and the turret.
Oh, man, I've never seen anything like it. Does it run? Is it a goer?
Of course it runs, mate.
That is such a nice car. You know, I'm with you. I love the LS series. They are so good. If it's a closed bonnet car, who cares? If you've got a hot rod, have all the old stuff. But in this stuff, you start them, they run, they part, they're reliable. good on fuel. Everything about him's positive. It's just gorgeous.
Well, they reckon I'm gay, but, you know, I just like creature comforts.
I'm not touching that one.
John Baker's workshop in Inverell is truck hunter heaven. His builds are off the scale, and the boys are a little more than impressed.
My God, that's fantastic.
But John spent most of his revhead days a keen hot rodder. His conversion to trucks happened when he visited his old mate's shed.
A very nice old guy named Lenny Steele had my truck sitting up in his shed, and I used to eye it off all the time. I said, "What do you want for it?" And he said, "Who wants it, you or someone else?" And I said, "I want it." He said, $800. I said, "What if someone else wants it?" He said, $3,000. Yeah, mine has the creature comforts. I have air conditioning, power steering. I have electric seats. I don't have any wind leaks. Everything works. Lance's is, let's say, more agricultural. I'm trying to be a diplomat here.
Now John wants to go on the hunt with the boys. He knows of a 1941 Chevy just like his that's been hidden in a gully at Wills's farm, a famous hot rod haven.
It's well known in hot rod circles. It's been in every hot rod magazine ever. And probably a good percentage of hot rods in Australia have some parts, at least from that place. John Wills now owns that farm. His father, Malcolm, he just loved cars. And they used to go around all the old farm auction sales, and they'd bid up on anything that was junk. But before the sale, they would have always seen the owner, and they'd be down in the rubbish dump, and while the sale was on, they were dragging cars out of the rubbish tip and just taking them home. To the point where when I was a boy, the first time my father took me there were 1,000 cars at that place.
Have we died and gone to heaven?
It certainly has been like the Woolworths of hot rodding over the years. You can go there and get what you want.
Hot rods grew in popularity in America in the 1930s and 40s. Backyard mechanics picked up cheap old cars, cut them up, lowered them, bolted on a souped-up motor and let them loose on a flat track. Hot rod mania took off in Australia in the 50s and 60s, and the hunt was on for old American cars.
Oh, that? No, it looks like Dodge or something, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Full of termites, and that's where the gauges are.
Yep.
What's this old bomb?
Look at that, it's a Hudson with an H.
It is.
Pete's excitement meter has just hit extreme.
Imagine getting the arse end of something square like an old Tudor, just from here, continuing that line out to here, and then dropping it down so that you end up with this elongated kind of Tudor, drop it on its arse like a normal one, but then these cars in the late 30s, I know they're as ugly, nobody wants them to a degree, but then you can make this sort of like a thing that looks good but with that nice art at the back end of it. Would that work? Or are they just too ugly to do something
You
with?
just need a big box of Panadols. Be bloody headache. And you're calling this a 40s model, and I've got a 40s model. They're not that ugly. They're all right.
Okay. Want a blue, mate?
Ugly. Wills's farm used to be loaded before, but over the years, slowly and slowly, people have gone there and bought a lot of stuff from him. He's even had vehicles stolen from there, which is a bit of a shame. But there's not much left there now. I wonder how much Johnny Wills wants for that.
It won't want to be much anyway. Look
Yeah,
at
I know, it's broken.
It looks as broken as me.
It is broken, but at least it's a guard. It can be repaired anyway.
A lot of the sheet metal has deteriorated, but there's a lot of chassis and some engine parts and things like that. So someone who's looking for those little finite bits, it's still a treasure trove. But as time goes on, exposed to the weather more, they're getting worse and worse. But it's an amazing sight to see.
They were all Hudsons, that lot in there. See the big engines in them? Big long stroke thing?
It's always worth having a sniff around an old boneyard. But Lance is here for one thing, trucks. And John knows where one has been squirreled away down a gully, safe from the evil scrappers and thieves.
Where's that truck of jocks? Over the other side?
Over the other side of the hill.
Yeah.
In the gully over there.
All right.
I do know Lance is very keen on a 41 Chevy truck, what I believe to be a 41 Chevy truck out in the bush. I saw the truck maybe 4 or 5 years ago, a red truck, very, very complete, an Australian bodied one. And I remember thinking then, I wouldn't mind that truck.
We'll go check her out. I'll talk to Jock about that one day.
Yep.
See if he's a bit better on the price.
He's a bit hungry, was he?
He had a $7 grand on it.
Oh, no.
He did.
No.
Jock.
1940s Lend-Lease Chevys were mass-produced in the States for their war effort, and many landed in Australia. They were mostly used as military vehicles, and after the war were sold off to farmers dirt cheap. There was a time when nearly every farm had one, and if Lance gets lucky, he might have one too.
It's down here, I'm sure. It's just down here in the gully. It is a while since I've been here. How he got it in here, I'll never know.
And getting it out.
No, I think you can come in through that grass up the top there, Lance.
Maybe he sold it.
I was very surprised that's not his. I reckon it was just there, Lance.
Yep. That's where it was.
The red 41 Chevy has disappeared, or maybe it was just a figment of John's rusty dreams.
Yeah, right.
Either way, the boys are in for an even bigger shock.
He's packing too. Look, he's got a gun over his shoulder.
In the hills at the back of Inverell, the boys have waded through fields of car bones in search of a 1941 Chev truck,
I reckon it was just there, Lance.
only to find it's disappeared.
You'd think it'd be safe down there, wouldn't you?
And its owner is after them with a gun.
He's packing too. Look, he's got a gun over his shoulder.
Oh.
John got a lead onto this truck. The two amigos decided to go for a wander down there for one truck. Well, I wasn't that frothed about it, so I just wandered around at the top for a bit. And when they started to come back up the hill, I see this little, like a all-terrain four-wheel drive like bike coming up the hill. And a bloke in orange over it. I thought, this is a kind of SES or there's some other issue. As he got closer, he's got this stick over his back, and the stick turned into a rifle with scopes on it. And I thought, we're in it here, boys. Fortunately, it worked out to be the neighbour, and John knows him, because this guy is a bit tired of people knocking stuff off.
Yeah, remember me, Lance?
Yeah, Lance, how are you?
Yeah, good, mate.
Mr. Link, how are you, man?
Yeah.
That's savage.
That's an old Remington 17.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
I was saying to John about that truck you had on Facebook, and he thought it was still over there.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what we had-
went to Queensland.
Really?
Truck collector got
Drove it.
Oh, yeah, cool. Drove it up. Drove.
Yeah, no, they get around these trucks.
Oh,
I've only
for
got one old truck. It's an old International, but not a hot rod sort of truck. It's probably more of a truck for storage truck.
Yeah. There's not much left here now, really, is there?
No, just the last couple of months, actually. A lot of the last 12 months, actually, a lot of the good stuff's really gone.
Yep.
Because this sort of stuff's getting really popular.
Wonder who started that. Oh, well.
He was some truck hunter.
Some truck hunter.
No, they're really popular.
Pete manages to keep the farmer entertained, while Lance and John go on the hunt for a Federal, one of Lance's all-time favourite trucks.
There used to be an old Federal up there that John spotted a while back, so I went to have a bit of a look, but Willsy had lost control with his blitz crane and smashed something into it, so he's knocked it around pretty bad. That's a Federal. Oh yeah, look.
Yeah, it is.
Federal.
Yeah, all the grill and everything was on it.
Yeah.
And he was picking that car up, and he swung it around here and picked the side of this up and just stuffed it. That's all the bonnet and everything off it there.
Yeah. He still uses this, doesn't he?
He does.
Still goes. Just got to get the battery for it. That'd be a Chev, maybe.
I think it's 30.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, it is hard to say, isn't it?
Yeah. Like,
They're not Chev wheels.
no, and it's side valve. Yeah, I don't know. Got me.
It's not a Dodge. There's no way.
Pontiac. What a classic.
What a beauty.
Yeah, that one's all
I
right.
wish I'd bought that whole truck when I had the chance, Lance.
Was the old interrupt behind the shed?
Yep.
Let's go up there.
Yep.
Oh, this is a bit broken now.
That's a 5 or a 3, isn't it?
Maybe 5.
It's got a door missing too, I think.
No door.
Been here a long time.
Plenty of rust. No bonnet. Broken.
It's been here a long time.
Needs a big clean up, this place.
It really does.
It does. It's been here too long.
Between the local hot rodders, thieves and scrappers, old Willsie's farm has been well picked over. The only thing left here now is fond memories of a past era and a playground for the ghosts of drivers, mechanics and the lovers of a long country drive. But for the truck hunters, the next best thing to bringing home a truck is hunting down the local bakery, and Inverell has one of the best.
The apple turnovers I was talking about. Grab a bunch of those. You got your goodies? No, that's a pie. Hang on.
Yeah, Pete's cake mad. He lives on them. Gets me in the shit.
What a friend's fault.